Good evening. Welcome to the evening news. I'm your host for tonight, Catboy Konua. In the news. According to a recent study by scientists, the emergence of self-driving cars will lead to more couples having sex in their car. However, for single people who are driving alone, self-driving cars in the future are just going to suck all the thrill out of jerking off while behind the wheel. In the Netherlands, a 69-year-old man has asked his government to legally declare him to be 49. Retired life coach and man who obviously got a new beard trimmer for Christmas, Emil Rattleman, says he wants to lose 20 years off of his life because if you're 69 on Tinder, you're outdated. Tinder. Someone should break the news to Emil. If you're 49 and on Tinder, you're still outdated.
Wow.
By the way, of all the ages you want to give up on, you had to pick the one number that's funny? No? Good Lord. I say that Emil's choices are limited to eHarmony, FarmersOnly.com, or put on a nice suit and try your luck at the local library. Now, Tinder says they already have a feature for people who are old. It's called lying. Well, Emil says he doesn't want to lie because he has to remember every lie that he tells, and of course he's having trouble remembering things as he is now 69 years old. Right. However, since this is likely a common practice on Twitter, on Tinder, people are asking for advice on how to spot deceptive people. Well, I have some advice for you. We'll start off with, say, take this photo of a professional, handsome young soldier you can find on Tinder. Now, there is a fact that this is a rather grainy image and shows that it could be an old photo. Also, there's the fact that he's standing in front of East Berlin. That hasn't existed for over 30 years, people. So if you fall for this one, if you swipe right on this one, ladies, congratulations, you got catfished. Okay, now, a scandal has recently rocked the American Armed Forces as 2 Marine Corps pilots are under investigation for their part for flying a sky penis flight pattern. Of course, Sky Penis is one of Stan Lee's less popular heroes, which people have tastefully chosen to ignore during his passing. I think Cold Pool was Sky Penis's arch enemy. Cold Pool, no. Anyway, yeah. 2 Marine Corps pilots. Sorry, 2 Marine Corps pilots. Okay, 2 Marine Corps pilots. Flew in patterns. When the tracking data was plotted, the screen draws a penis. Apparently, the drawing was so accurate that CBS News blurred out their own image of the tracking data when they aired it on TV. Now, the pilots did do this right over the Salton Sea, which also looks like a penis, so we're going to have to blur that out, too. There we go. Right. Now, the Marines have been grounded, and it's said they will not return to the air unless certain terms of discipline will be met, such as they are now permanently banned from attempting any skywriting. Now, the ongoing tragedy in the California wildfire continues this week. Many people have lost their lives, thousands have lost their homes, as entire communities have been wiped out. This is a time of crisis, where America looks to leadership for both comfort and hope. Unfortunately, America is Donald Trump, who tweeted this message during the fire. There is no reason for these massive, deadly, costly fires in California except that forest management is so poor. Billions of dollars are given each year with so many lives because of gross mismanagement of forest. Remedy now or no more Fed payments. So basically, he threatened to withdraw any federal aid to people because he thinks it's being mismanaged. Right? Now, a lot of political pundits were surprised at Trump's lack of empathy towards fire victims because he has so much hairspray, he's easily the most flammable in the history of the United States. Only person coming a close second would be George Washington, and that's because of his wooden teeth. Now, it was only a matter of time before Trump got called out by someone who actually knows what they're talking about, such as the president of the Pasadena Firefighters Association, who tweeted this: "Mr. President, with all due respect, you are wrong. The fires in Southern California are urban interface fires and have nothing to do with forest management. So, come to Southern California and learn the facts and help the victims." Now, this, of course, this tweet went over pretty big. It was very popular all over Twitter for a while. But, unfortunately, the firefighters retracted the invitation as they realized that Donald Trump is probably the last thing they want to show up, because if he did, Donald Trump would toss paper towels at everyone without realizing that's kindling. Several celebrities have jumped into the conversation calling out Trump's claim of mismanagement, including Guns N' Roses' Axl Rose, who pointed out that it was actually the lack of federal funding that's at the root of the purported forest mismanagement. The celebrities made a good point that earlier this year, President Trump proposed budget cuts to fighting wildfires, as he planned to cut $300 million from the U.S. Forest Service's wildfire fighting initiatives and $50 million cut from the wildfire prevention efforts. By the way, these cuts is what led to the Forest Service's brand new PSA campaign: "Only you can prevent forest fires because we're broke as fuck." And that's the way you wish it wasn't. I'm Catboy.